Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do it. You do it.
Hey, y'all. We're going to talk to y'all about our first load.
First box truck load, man. Let's talk about how it got started. We tried to get in touch with a dispatcher, who we already basically were all set up with. We tried to get in touch with him. He was calling us. He was lowballing us. He was offering us like, what? How much was he offering us?
$124.
$124 a mile. Long distances.
$132 was probably like the most.
Yeah, I told him I can't do it. I think the first route he offered us was from California to Texas. Yeah. And it was, like I said, it was about $1.24 a mile. Now, what's ironic about that, which we'll get into later, is I actually got in touch with the same broker that he was in touch with, and he offered me more money than my dispatcher offered me. So we'll touch on that later. And we were anxious because it's our first load.
Yeah, we was trying to get out of the city that we was in because there's not a lot of work in that area.
Yep. We instantly get on the load board.
Yeah.
We download truck stop. I called her. I was actually out and about doing some side jobs because this isn't my only job. So I was doing a couple side jobs, and
It's your only job now.
So I get in touch with her to, hey, let's download a load board. Let's see what we can find out. Cause maybe, this isn't working. Mind you, we had the box truck sitting for one day already.
Yeah.
And we was a day late picking it up because the way they had the specs down, I didn't even know if we was gonna haul. They had the specs. I had to learn my terminology. I see GVW 26,000 on the side of the truck. So I'm thinking the truck weighs 26,000. I'm calling around like, hold on, what? We had the car for a day sitting. Then we had to deal with that. She downloads the load board. She gets on there. She's seeing, what was you seeing, babe?
It was something that was probably like 4,200. It was like 4,000 something. And so, I'll call them up trying to book that load so we could get out of where we was. And our authority is new, so they wouldn't work with us.
Yeah, that's the problem. We was running into that early. When I say early, I mean literally just after downloading the load board, calling a couple of brokers. Maybe the first 2-3 told us, hey.
So there's no, yeah.
Yeah, what they say? One was like 1 year, one was 6 months, one was 3 months, one was 60 days. Yeah,
3 to 6, a year. That they want your authority to be active before they work with you, so
yeah, we was running into that. Yeah, we got blessed, y'all. We got blessed. Listen, we was calling these brokers. We was negotiating. Once we got past the first step, because they gonna ask you for your MC number. Once we give them the MC number or the DOT number, and they still talking to us, we know that our new authority isn't a problem to work with. I think he says about 3,500 maybe, 34, 3,500.
Yeah, it was like 35.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, somewhere around there from California, San Diego, to Dalton, Georgia. We are in Dalton, Georgia right now.
Yep.
So I'm like, you know what,
to go to the A.
Me, I'm trying to get the two. I did the miles. I'm like, okay, this looking like it's about 2,000 miles. That's a long haul, especially for the first one. But I'm hearing 30 something. Yeah, I'm hearing 3,500. I ain't gonna lie, I'm thirsty. I'm already knowing as soon as I heard that, I'm taking a load.
I know, we looking at
Right, so I knew I was taking a load. Yeah. It's crazy because I got the dispatcher on my line. He calling me like, yo, I just got a different load. It's $1.77 per mile.
Right.
They want to get you on the Air Force Base. I'm like, are you guys equipped to go on the Air Force Base? I'm like, yeah. He like, all right, man, just let me know. So I'm down there about to take that load too, just to get going. I think that one was for 20-something hundred, a couple bands.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, $1.77, that's cool. Still got the guy with the 3,500 though. So I tell him, I'm on the phone, like, yeah, we might could do it for like 38. I forget what happened. There's a slight moment, and then he comes. He says, "Oh, okay. So yeah, you said 38." I said, "Nah, I said 39." And he was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, I said 39. You can do it." I'm just negotiating with him,
39.
And he clicks over, and then he clicks back. He probably put me on mute, knowing him. He probably didn't click over. But he comes back to me, and he says, "Hey, yeah, they said they could do 38." I said, well, I just got a sad voice. I said, oh, so sorry. I thought we were going to be able to get it for you. I'm just
Trying to finesse.
Yeah. I'm like, I just call you back. He said, oh, wait. Let me check again. So he clicked back over. I'm looking at her like, we got him. He come back and he like, oh, we can do it for the 39th. I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. I'm like, okay, let's do it for the 39th then. So it was already late in the day. This was, I believe, Thursday. So it was already getting a little late in the day. So I didn't hear from him. I believe I called back that night. I reached another gentleman. It wasn't him. And they couldn't find the guy. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, okay, we got this en route. Yeah. So the next morning, I wake up at 4 a.m. California time. Brokers usually get in about 5, 6 a.m. California time. Soon as she get up, must have been good luck or something. Soon as she get up, boom, broker calls him. He like, hey, I've been leaving him messages everything. He said, hey, I'm here. Give me a minute. I'm going to send you over to RateCon. Now, the RateCon is rate confirmation. That's basically it's a sheet of paper that he's going to send you via email that is confirming the rate that we discussed over the phone. Mm-hmm. So it's paperwork, you know what I'm saying? So you always make sure you get that. Don't move. I would suggest don't move until you get that. No matter what they tell you verbally. I mean, we got the RateCon. We was out of there. We was excited. We, like I said, this video is about our first load. I don't want it to be too long, but I do want to tell y'all about our first load. So apparently there's 2 pumps. At one station, there's 2 pumps. One of them is for the diesel. One of them is for the DEF. Mm-hmm. Let me know in the comments if any of y'all have ever made this mistake or if y'all think that, maybe I just lack intelligence for doing this. But, okay, this is what happened. So I'm clicking, said, what do you want? I'm like, DEF. Boom, I hit the DEF. I picked the regular pump up. I'm thinking whatever DEF is, I don't even know what that is. I'm thinking DEF about to start coming out instead of diesel. I go to the DEF tank because I see it says no diesel. Then I'm like, okay, I click DEF. I look at the thing in. I'm like, I click DEF. This ain't diesel. Boom. I done put 2 gallons of diesel. First off, the pump ain't even the same. It doesn't even fit in there. So I'm sitting there clicking it, trying to get it lined up. Like, no. I put 2 gallons in there. It took me about 10, 15 minutes to even get the 2 gallons in there. Took 2 gallons in there. I don't know how I figured it out, but I just was like, something ain't right. So I hang it up. I go inside of the gas station. I'm like, I start asking them about DEF. They're like, you can't get DEF from that pump. That pump is, DEF, the DEF doesn't even work. So I go out there. I'm like, what do you mean? I got DEF. I was able to get DEF. I look at the under handle. I lift it up. There's like a little spot for another handle. But it's like a flap that covers it. I lift up the flap. I see that that is a caution stuff. So I'm like, oh, I done messed up. So I
you start running around. You run into all the truckers coming out their truck like, hey man, I think I put this in here. What am I supposed to do?
Yep, I did.
I don't know, messed up. The whole engine going.
They're like, you didn't start it, did you? I'm like, no, I ain't started. Like, you're gonna get that drink. Yeah, these truckers, they've been on the road. You can tell they coming up to me, chewing their mouth, spitting the chew. You gonna have to get that drink. How'd you do that, man? How you do? Whose company you did? I'm like, man. I'm embarrassed to say. I'm like, this is my company. It's my truck. They're like, you better call the rental company because we rented the truck. So they're like, you better call the rental company. I'm like, nah, I can't afford to do that. I can't be messing up already. I had the truck 2 days. But they had like a tire / mechanic guy or something like stationed at the spot. So I called him. He was already on his way. Perfect. I was the first customer too. So boom, he's on his way. I let him know like, hey, you're going to have to drain my DEF tank. Or take it out, dump it. He's like, hey, it's not that easy. I'm like, okay. I'm not a mechanic.
Like, take it off, pour it out, rinse it out.
I'm trying to, first off, I'm cheap. So I'm trying to say it like, this is a simple job. Get it done so I can get on the road. So I'm trying to, talk fast so he can think, it's just a cheap little quick thing to do. He's like, he let me know ASAP. Listen, it ain't that simple. I mean, he got a jaw full of chew in his mouth the whole time we talking. Goes and gets like a tube. And
then a bucket.
2 buckets and a little empty tank. This man put the tube inside of my death and got the sucking on the other end. I mean, he's...
But he did not do that.
He did do that. He did. He's getting... I ain't even on no BS, y'all. He pushed the tube. He's putting it in my death. He's asking me, how much you get it? I told you got the tube. He's like, how much you get it? I'm like, I don't know. He get to sucking it out. He's spitting out gasoline, diesel, chew, death. He's spitting all this out. Then he put it in the tank. I never seen this done before anyway, so I'm like, I don't know how you able to. I mean, 2-3 sucks. It's coming out of the tank now. So it's coming out of the tank, going into the thing. He had to re-suck a few times. And then he said, out of nowhere, he like, yeah, this is about 100 every time I put my mouth on
here.
He
was being funny.
Yeah, I didn't laugh. That wasn't funny to me.
Was funny because he was like, how much is gonna run me? He was like, well, how's looking? That's 100 a suck.
He said, every time I put my mouth on that, it's about 100. What are we at? About 400 or 500? Gets it out. It's drained all the way out. There's no definite vehicle. And then I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I didn't see the guy. I'm like, yeah, all I kept thinking was 400-500. I'm like, we might gotta just pull off on this guy. I'm not even joking. But I'm like, I had the car started and everything. I started rolling, and I was just like, let me call him. Called him. Because I even walked over there to check, see if he was over in his little tire shop area. I didn't see him. So I was like, ooh, got him. Called him. He answered. I'm like, yeah, how much I owe you? Because he was like, oh, just come on over here. I'm like, well, I got a card. Can you just take my card? Because I'm already in the car. He's like, no, just come over here, man. It's $100. I'm like, oh, okay, we can do that. $100. I got $100. I can do that. Give him $100. We're finally on the road. We're finally on the road to California. It was about a 3-hour trip.
Yeah.
How was that trip to California?
To San Diego?
Yeah.
It was cool, but it's just like going up through the mountains and stuff in a box truck.
We was at about 4,500 elevation above sea level.
Yeah, the truck doing like 20 miles per hour, so we going slow with the semis.
Yep.
Cause it's trying to pull up the hill. So, I mean, it wasn't bad other than that part, but
yeah, get there.
It was a cool trip.
Took us less than 3 hours, right around maybe 2:40.
Yeah, 2:40.
Get there at 12:30. It looked like a local shop. It looked like a well organized.
It was just like a local flooring. Flooring shop.
Yeah.
Place.
Yeah.
Or house.
Yeah, because they had like a garage. It wasn't like a dock, typical dock what I thought we would be pulling up to.
Yeah.
We pull up. We didn't touch any freight. What I learned is if we have to load or unload, we need to contact the broker. So just for y'all starting out, man, we get paid to drive, man. Don't let them talk you into helping out. And then obviously I'm with a lady, so if she's by herself or if she's in a situation, she knows she's not doing that.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, so.
See, I'm small. I ain't picking up nothing.
Yeah, and you see me, I'm kind of big, but
Yeah,
I still ain't trying to be picking up nothing. I'm a driver, so. But yeah, man. So we get there. They were great. They started. I think we're hauling carpet.
Something I got to do a carpet.
They rode about 56 of them. Took them about maybe 45 minutes to an hour to load us, if that.
Yeah. Definitely. I don't think it took an hour.
Yeah, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And they gave us a paper. What was that paper called?
The bill of lading?
I believe it was called the BOL. Basically, it's the receipt saying that we just picked up their load. Mm-hmm. This came in handy, too, for DOT compliance because they're going to be asking of proof of what's in the back of your car. So you need to make sure you always have your paperwork. Yeah, we got some pictures. I'm going to be relaying that through this. If I know how to edit it right, this is going to be our first time ever making a YouTube video. So I'm going to try to input a lot of footage into this. Went through a few border patrols. How was the drive? I mean, it was a pretty cool drive. I ran through traffic one time during this 2,000-mile trip. She ran through traffic, I would say, one time.
Traffic here in Georgia wasn't that bad as what we had to do it in Texas.
Texas was. So, my advice as far as that, you guys, I would say wake up early and hit it. We're trying not to drive at night at all. We can. I mean, we've been driving for a while. We have experience driving in any type of weather, and any, you know, as far as night and day we can drive. But this is our first time driving a box truck, and you know, we're talking a 2,000-mile trip. There's no need for us to be driving at night. We'd rather just wake up early, get it done during the daylight. Feels better. I like it better. After going through all those border patrols, dealing with the traffic, we were able to go through our first weigh station. I believe that was in either New Mexico or Texas. That was amazing. I mean, simple, easy. You just pull up. There's a scale right there. You pull up. You stop at the scale. There's going to be a sign. It's going to say pull up. You pull up. When it says stop, you stop. When it says go after that, you go. I mean, that's it. As long as you're within compliance with the weight, that's it. It's like a stoplight, man. Red, yellow, green. Time to get out of there.
All right.
And we dealt with that. We also had our first DOT inspection. We're gonna make another video about what happened with the DOT inspection. So make sure y'all like and subscribe so y'all can check that out.
All this is on our first trip.
First trip. We went through a weigh station, border patrol checks, inspections, DOT, gas problems, death problems. Yeah, you know, load problems, but hey, you know, we got it done. So yeah, make sure y'all watch that. It's gonna be labeled DOT stop. So yeah, check that out on our YouTube channel. We didn't stop for gas that much. We have a great gas card where we're saving amazing amounts on fuel. If you guys need information on that, just you know, put your question down there in the comments and I'll answer it for you. Any question y'all have, we'll respond as long as we got the time, which we will have usually about every night. We're responding to literally every single question, every single comment that does need a response. So just let us know. We got us some Zaxby's. We never had that before. It was fire. You know, they had a little picnic setting where we was able to eat at. It was beautiful. We were able to shower because, you know, during this 20-hour stop, you know, we were stopping at truck stops and different little, you know, places like that. So it felt good to, you know, actually go somewhere and be able to sleep in the bed. I mean, it feels amazing.
Yeah, we've been sleeping in the truck these past 2 days, 2 nights, and it's been horrible.
Yeah, especially, you know, when she take up the whole truck.
No, especially with 2 people. If you by yourself, it's cool. You can get you a little pillow, blanket, you cool. But 2 people, like, no, I'm always hanging off the seat. Yeah, you ain't talking that. I'm always hanging out the seat, dude. It's cold. She right. So, yeah,
I'm gonna give her that.
So we had to get a hotel this last night because not doing that again.
Yeah. So, and this is much needed. That way tomorrow we can get you know, ready for these loads. All right, man. That's our first load, man.
First load.
First video on YouTube. I hope y'all like us, man. Let us know what y'all like, what y'all don't like. Any experienced truckers out there, man, comment, give us some advice. You know, give us some game, man. We're soaking it all up. Even if you're just an entrepreneur, you ain't even got to be involved with trucks. Just, you know, give us
all the details.
Any business owners who watching this video, just bless us with game, man. Whatever y'all can give us. Any, you know, entrepreneurs, any older folks out there, any older truckers, everything, just comment, man. Let us know something. Give us positive feedback, negative feedback, critique us. You know, let us know, man, if we're messing up, if we're doing something right, wrong. Y'all got any suggestions, let us know, man. We're open for it, for real. Appreciate y'all for listening, man. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that bell too, man. So that way when so when we do upload something, you know, y'all automatically get notified. But yeah, if y'all want more videos and stuff like that, do that. Tap in, man. Peace.